I welcome all of you in the Lightning component development session. I am Manish Chaudhary, and I really apologize for the technical glitch which happened today. So let me tell you about myself. So I am Manish Chaudhary. I am a Salesforce certified system architect and application architect. Till now, I have 14 certification in my bucket, and I am currently working in Salesforce.com Hyderabad as a technical engineer. And as you all know, I am a author and blogger of the blog sfdcfacts.com as well. You can follow me on my Twitter handle, on my LinkedIn, or and you can subscribe this channel as well for further lightning session updates. So the agenda of these 15 sessions will be like what we are going to cover in the upcoming 15 session. So this is the slide which tells you the exact agenda what we will be covering. So like first of all, we will be checking OOTB lightning components, which is like out of the box lightning components, and we will be checking those, how to check those, where to use these lightning components, and everything about these OOTB components. Second thing, we will be developing our custom lightning components as well. So you will be developing your own lightning components. We will be deploying those components. We will be using those components in our lightning pages or lightning experience. Be learning how to handle the browser events as well. And then the browser events include your normal browser events like your on click event, your on mouse move event, on hover. So every event that your browser handles, all the normal modern browser handles like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and everything. Then we'll be creating our custom events as well. So your custom events include, like, maybe you want to fire a event from your lightning components which you want to handle in other lightning components. So we'll be learning how to create your custom components as well. Then we'll be learning how to interact with server. So we will be using Apex to interact with server. So like we will call it Apex controller, similar to your Visual Force page controller. So like Apex will be used to retrieve the data from the database, or to give some database to database. So like use for any DML operation. Then we will be covering the Lightning data service as well. So this is something very interesting which just came in last I guess in 2016 release. So using the Lightning data service, you can read, update, delete the records from your database without even writing your Apex controller. So this is something like pretty interesting. So we will be covering your Lightning data services as well. Then we will be covering Lightning quick action. So how to uh, create a component that can be used as a Lightning quick action on record page or on the home page. So like there are two types of quick action: global action and the record page action. So we'll be covering those as well. And then we'll be checking Lightning standalone app. So Lightning provides a standalone application as well. So you can simply access Lightning application directly by the unique URL that you will be generating. So this is also we'll be covering. And in the end, we will be seeing Lightning component for Visual Force. So here we will be using your Lightning component inside a Visual Force page using the Lightning out mechanism. So this is the agenda for next 15 days. And I hope some of you guys have heard these terms, or if you have not, please do not worry. We will be covering everything from the basics. Okay, now first thing first, I believe you must have got my previous communication regarding creating your developer org and enabling the my domain in your org. So this is on the FAQ section as well, which is there on sfdcfacts.com. So if you go there, you will see the prerequisites. So there I have already listed down these two requirements. So enabling the my domain is mandatory to start with the session, because without even enabling my domain, you cannot develop Lightning components. This is something mandatory from the Salesforce side due to the security reasons. So you have to enable my domain in your org. If you haven't done it yet, please do it now, so that we can you can participate in the today's labs exercise. Okay, so let's begin. Please, guys on the hangout, let me know if I'm moving too fast. but please do not unmute yourself if please do not unmute yourself if you do not have any questions. Yeah. So we have seen the agenda for next 15 days. So what about today? So these are the topics we'll be covering today. So the first thing will be what is Lightning Component Framework. Then we will be seeing what is Lightning ecosystem. When to use your Lightning component, when to avoid using Lightning component. Then we will be seeing where to check your Oaks Lightning component. Then we will cover the Lightning component bundle. What are all the things included in a Lightning component bundle? I'll explain each and everything. What each and everything about every file which is there in your Lightning component bundle. Then we'll be seeing. Then we'll be creating a very basic Lightning component using HTML text. Then we will see what is Lightning App Builder, and in the end we will try to test your component using Salesforce mobile app in your Chrome browser. So this is what we are going to do, and today we will be having 4 lab exercise as well. So that will be reviewing your OOTB component. So this, like, how you can check how many out of the box components are there in your org, and it will include. Then we will check where to check your custom components as well. Then we will be creating a Lightning component, and then we will be seeing how to use the Lightning App Builder, and in the end how to debug or how to test your Lightning component in Salesforce mobile using your Chrome browser. So these are the lab exercise and the topics for today. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, so what is Lightning component framework? So if you go by the definition, we can say uh, it's uh, it's basically based on single page application architecture. So like all the normal modern UI framework does. So if you see about the node angular.js, that is also based on single page application. So Lightning component framework also follows the single page application architecture. What does a single page application architecture mean? So if we talk about Visual Force pages, so let's say if you have to uh, uh, go if you have to let's talk about a normal login functionality. So so once you click on the login button, you are redirecting to other page. So it's not a single page. If you click on, if you are succeeding, you are redirecting to the success page. If you are if somehow your login is failing, you are going to the failure page. But your normal single page is not handling all those logics. But in Lightning component framework, we try to include everything in the single page itself, and we will handle the if else condition in the same page itself to give the better user experience. Because once the user is succeeded, we will hide some components from the UI and we will show up the new components. Let's say welcome message, we will show the welcome message on the same page itself. But if it's error message, we'll show the error message on the same page itself. So this is what a single page application architecture mean, to include most of the things on the single page itself. Then we will then the second thing is your Lightning framework follows MVC design pattern. So I hope you all have heard about the MVC design pattern. So it's called model view controller. So so model represents your database interaction. So model file will always go to a database and do your DML operations. What does view mean? So view is like normal UI page. So it's like so whatever you see on your screen, it comes under view. And then we see the controller. So we can say the controller will be the mediocre between model and view. So it handles the business process as well. So it interacts with the model and it provides the result to your view, and same, it takes the request from the view and gives the and provide that request to your model again. So the Lightning component framework is also tightly coupled with your Apex server side calls. So we will be seeing, like, when we will be making the server side calls, we will be seeing how tightly it's coupled with Apex server side calls. You do not have to write much of the code to interact with Apex, because it's already coupled in your Lightning component framework. And we will be and the component framework uses JSON format for all the request and response. It does not support XML format here. Again, like all the modern framework, Lightning framework is also responsive, and when you will view it in your desktop or in your mobile or in your tablet, it automatically adjusts itself based on the screen size. And then you must have heard the term about Aura framework. So because it's quite popular out there, what is Aura framework? So Aura framework is a open source framework developed by Salesforce itself, and it's like publicly available. Anybody can get access to the source code, and they can modify the Aura framework as per their needs. Salesforce also has modified their Aura framework, and they created the Lightning component framework on top of Aura framework. Then let's talk about the Lightning ecosystem, or what we say like deploying your Lightning components across the Salesforce ecosystem. So if you see on this slide, so you will see multiple rows and multiple columns. So what does this mean? So all the columns will mean the different type of uh, methods where you can deploy your Lightning components. So let's say they are Lightning Experience, Salesforce One Mobile, Salesforce Classic Communities, Mobile SDK, standalone Lightning app, and external sites. So these are the areas where you can deploy your Lightning components. And then we will be seeing on the row side, we will be seeing the different type of Lightning, uh, what we say component, application, and pages and everything. So this slide will tell you which thing can be deployed where. So if we talk about the Lightning component, this particular thing here, so Lightning component can be deployed in your Lightning Experience. It can be deployed in your Salesforce One mobile as well, and it can be deployed in communities, mobile SDK, and standalone Lightning apps. But it does not support Salesforce Classic and external sites. Similarly, if you talk about Lightning apps, so they can be deployed in your Lightning Experience, in Salesforce One mobile app, and in your mobile SDK, and on the external site as well. Similarly, if you check about the Lightning component apps, they can be deployed in Lightning Experience or Lightning or Salesforce mobile app. So you can check out this slide, and you can figure out like what things is supported where. So like which type of component you can deploy where. So if you are not aware what is Lightning Experience, so it's like we call it Lex. So it's the normal Lightning experience that you see on Salesforce.com. So as soon as you log in, and if you are in Lightning Experience mode, not on Classic UI, so everything is called Lightning Experience. So if you talk about deploying your component on the Lex, that means whatever you see on your UI, let's say on your record page, your home page, or anywhere, so you can deploy your Lightning components there. So, and Salesforce mobile app is your like the Salesforce mobile app, the official Salesforce mobile app. So these can be deployed there as well. So you can check this out slide later on as well, just to check which type of component is supported where. Then we will see like what is the optimal use case for the Lightning components. Where should we use the Lightning components, and where should we avoid to use the Lightning components? So if you see about the use case, so you can, so like whenever you have the need to create a single page application, you should go for the Lightning components. You should create the Lightning application or Lightning components, because this is perfectly designed for single page application. You can even use it if you want to create a UI by simply drag and drop. So let's say if you want to allow your administrator who does not know how to code, you want to allow your administrator to give that feasibility to simply drag and drop the components on the UI and create their own UI as per the business need. So there also you should go for the Lightning component. And the third thing is, let's say some functionality is not supported by out of the box. So let's say they, even though Lightning component gives 80 plus components out of the box, but still there are plenty of business requirements which are not covered by those standard components. So in those cases, you need to create your own Lightning components. Now if you talk about the things where you need to avoid using the Lightning components, so it will be like the duplicate of this. So let's say if some functionality is already being provided by the out of the box components or out of the box functionality, you should not create your own lightning component there. You should use the out of the box component there, because there is no point in developing the same functionality again if system is already giving that to you. Then the second thing is, let's say your UI is not consistent with lightning experience. So let's say if you are in lightning experience mode, not on classic, and or let's say if you are using Salesforce classic still and you are not migrating to lightning yet. So in those cases, if you will be developing the lightning components and you displaying those or rendering those in Salesforce classic UI, it's kind of, it does not go well with your complete design pattern. So you should avoid using lightning components there. You should only use it where the complete look and feel is matching the lightning experience kind of look and feel, just to give better user experience. It's not mandatory though, but you should avoid using it just to give a better user experience here. And the third point will be re-implementing existing Visual Force functionality without considering ROI and level of effort. So let's say if you are converting your Visual Force page code in Lightning UI and you are not even aware what will be the rate of interest or return of investment or level of effort it will take, then you should not simply convert your Visual Force page to Lightning, because you should first analyze what will be the return of investment and how much effort it will take to convert your Visual Force page to Lightning. So these are the areas where you can look upon, like, okay, I need to use Lightning components here, or okay, I don't need to use Lightning component here, I should avoid it here. Now how to check your out of the box component. This so if you follow this pattern, you will be able to check your custom components as well. So I hope you all have your machine with you, you all have your laptop open with you. So during the session we'll be covering the lab session as well, we'll be doing some lab exercise as well, and this will be our first lab exercise, how to check your aux lightning components which are already there, whether it is custom component or whether it is out of the box component. So what I would like all of you to do, so this will be our first lab exercise. So just open your laptop or just sign in your developer org and follow my step. How to check your uh, out of the box and custom lightning components. So simply sign in one of your org which you have particularly designed for this training. Just go and sign in your org and then just follow my steps. So on the URL, you will be seeing this appended URL after force.com. So you will be seeing this one slash one dot app and blah, 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 everything, right? So just remove everything from there, and you need to write this thing down in your, or you need to append this text in your URL. So what you will be replacing it, you need to write component reference slash suite dot app. So simply, I'm just going to simply copy paste it, but you guys may have to write it down. So just simply paste component reference slash suite dot app and enter. Just replace it after force.com slash, and remove all the other parameters or all the other text from your URL. Simply paste component reference slash suite dot app. So you will land on this kind of page. So this will tell you all the custom components or the lightning components which exist in your org. So if you see on the left side, these are the components which are available in your org. So the best part about this suite app is it will give you some example along with the output as well. So let's say if you want to explore or you want to learn lightning by your own and you don't know where to start, you don't know where to get the sample code and everything, just type this component reference slash suite.app. You will land on this page. Here you will get the example of each and everything. So let's see, let's check about lightning colon button. So I just click on lightning colon button. So you will get this example code here, and you will see the output here as well. So this is the output that you are seeing here, which says base, neutral, brand action, destructive, success. So this is the output of this particular code. you can simply copy this code and paste in your developer org, and you can run that code. You will see the same output. So Suite.app can be used to get the documentation about the out of the box components. It can be used to get the sample code as well. It can be used to see the output of the sample code as well. So if you click on the documentation part, it will give you the documentation about lightning colon button, where to use it, why this is used for, and what is the purpose of using it, and everything. So here you can see everything along with the specification part. So this particular app will show all the components which are there in your org. It even includes the custom components as well. So if you see here, I have built some custom components here. Let's say car tile. So this is my custom component. So it is also showing up here. So it is giving the detail about this particular component as well. So everything you can see at one place. Uh, so I hope everybody has completed this exercise. If you have not, please, once the video will be available on the YouTube, you can simply rewind it and see how to check this component. Let me repeat it again. You just need to append component reference slash suite.app in your URL, and you will see this page. You must be in Lightning Experience to see this app. You cannot see this app in Classic UI. You must be in Lightning Experience to see this. Uh, the guys on Hangout, please do let me know if if I'm moving too fast. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So okay, so I told you like we'll be discussing the Lightning component bundle as well. So once you create a Lightning component, it's not only a single file. As soon as you create a Lightning component, there will be 8 files which will be talking to each other to give you a single output. It's not like there will be a one file which will be rendering the UI as well, which will be which will be handling your business logic as well, and which will be talking to your server side controller as well. It's not like that. There will be 8 files in your Lightning component. We call it component bundle. So there are 8 files in your component bundle which interacts, or what we can say, talks to each other. And then they give you a after, after all the execution, they give you a single output, and everything will happen behind the scene. They are tightly coupled with each other. You do not have to specify like which file you need to use where. They are already tightly coupled with each other. So once you create a Lightning component, there will be a folder creating in the backend. The folder will include all these 8 files that you see on this image on the right side. So the 8 files will be component, controller, helper, style, documentation, renderer, design, and SVG. So these are the 8 files which are there in your component bundle. So if you start with, let's start with component file. So the extension of this file is component.xml. So what is the purpose of this particular file? So the component.xml is the markup of your Lightning component. By markup, I mean what you see on the screen or what you see on the UI comes from this file. So your complete HTML code or complete Lightning markup code will be there in the file. So this file is whole and sole responsible for your UI display or UI rendering. Then second thing is your controller file. The controller file is a JavaScript file. So if you see at the extension, it's controller.js. So it's like client side controller. We are not talking about the server side controller yet. This is everything is will be running on the client side only from these 8 files. So the second file will be the controller.js. So what this file does, it handles the event being raised by your markup file or your component.xml file. So let's say you have clicked on a button. So let's say you have clicked on a submit button, and on the submit button, you want to execute, you want to perform some validation, like the first name should not be empty or password should not be empty. So these things will be handled by your controller.js file. uh, Normal JavaScript function you can write here. Those will be on the JSON format again. We'll be covering those in the further sessions when we'll be developing those components. Then the third file will be the helper.js file. So this file, now you will be asking the question, why do you have two JavaScript files here? So as I told you before, Lightning Component Framework follows the MVC pattern, which is like model, view, and controller. So simply, if you talk in simple terms, so the component file is your view, controller.js file is your controller, and helper.js file is your model. So if you want to interact with Apex controller, and if you want to put on some logic which can be reused, you should go for helper.js instead of controller.js. Why so? Because there is no mandatory requirement to go for helper.js. You can write your code in controller.js as well. But what is the purpose of helper.js? It makes your code reusable. So I just want to show you something here first. Just design this particular thing before the session. So let's say in your controller file you have n number of controller functions. Let's say controller 1, controller 2, controller 3, controller function n. And in your helper file you have n number of helper functions. So let's say helper function 1, helper function 2, helper function 3, and helper function n. Both will be the normal JavaScript code, but where how can I say the helper will increase the code reusability? Okay, so let's say you have the requirement that you want to call the controller function 2 from the controller function 1. So that is not allowed in Lightning Framework. So all these red dot or red lines, that means these functionalities are not allowed, or these features are not allowed by Lightning Component Framework. So if you want to call another controller function from your uh, controller function, you won't be able to do so. But if you want to call a helper function from your controller function, that you can do. So that's how we can say like the code reusability will be here, because let's say your helper one function includes a code part to get your session ID. So you want to get the session ID before doing all the operation in these controller function. So you can call this helper function from each and every one of these controller function. You can even call the helper from one helper function from another helper function as well. So this is where it will increase your code reusability, and also using helper you can follow the MVC pattern as well. Then the fourth file will be your style.css. It's simply used for cascading style sheet. You can simply put on your define your classes and their uh, CSS or and their design in this particular file. After that, the fifth file is the documentation file. So the documentation file is used to define your component. Let's say you have created a funky component, and now some other developer needs to modify your component. How this programmer is supposed to know what you have written? Let's say your logic is so complex that he's having a very hard time to understand your logic. So documentation.ora.doc will provide you the feasibility, or it will provide you the you can define, or you can document your component code in this particular file. So you can define, okay, what your component is doing, what method is being used for what purpose. Everything you can define here. So let's say if I declared an attribute on Lightning Component Framework, you can define here what is the purpose of that particular attribute. If you created some controller function in your controller file or helper file, you can define what is the purpose of those functions. So if you define it this way, it will give a better code readability to the next programmer or next developer. So similarly, the way we use in Java docs. Then the sixth file is again a JavaScript file for renderer. It normally handle your rendering event. So let's say there are some operations that you want to perform before rendering or after rendering. So you can use this file. So there will be two functions called pre-rendering, pre-render, and post-render. So let's say you want to make a call out even before your page displays the UI. So you can use this function in the render.js file. It's completely about rendering events, and you can handle those here. Then the seventh file will be the design.design file. This will be used to give better accessibility, or this will be used to make your component more dynamic. So if we'll talk about the lightning app builder, where we are giving the feasibility to the administrator to design the UI by themselves by using simple drag and drop feature. So if you see on the right hand side, we will see that once we will be going to lightning app builder. But for now, just keep in mind the design file makes your component more dynamic. That's it. We will be covering how it is making it. So like once we'll be jumping to lightning app builder, we will be seeing like how the design file is making it more dynamic. Then the last file is svg file. As the name says itself, it is your icon resource file. You can create your icon in this file and simply you can use those. I hope like the purpose of all 8 files is clear to everyone. uh, let's move forward. Okay, so the fun part begins. So now we'll be developing our lightning component as well. So lightning component using HTML. So how to create a lightning component and using a normal HTML tag. So before so instead of reading this slide, let's create the lab exercise, or let's perform our lab exercise. So get on your machine again and follow my steps again. So go on your developer org, and from the gear icon, launch your developer console here. Just launch your developer console. So you will be needing the developer console uh, to implement your lightning components or to develop your lightning components. So let me close it, everything. So you will be seeing, once you will launch your developer console, you will be seeing this screen. Come on. Okay. So what you need to do, go on file menu bar, go on new and select lightning component. Select this file and give your component any name. Let's say test component with HTML or something, like any name. You can give it, uh, let's say test component with HTML. Description, let's say give it same. Now, what are these checkboxes? So we'll be covering these checkboxes in detail in further session, but for now let me give you some idea about these. So these checkboxes are the lightning interfaces which you can implement in your lightning component, which will allow you to deploy your component on across the Salesforce ecosystem. So if we'll go back to our previous slide here, we have seen the like lightning component can be deployed at multiple places. So how it can be defined, or how we can find out like which lightning component can be used where. So these checkboxes plays a major role in it. So this will allow you to deploy your lightning component based on like, if you are selecting lightning tab, that means you can create a tab similar to Visual Force page tab. So you can create a lightning tab using this component. If you are selecting lightning page, that means you can use your uh, component inside a app builder home page. If you are selecting lightning record page, that means you can select your you can deploy your component in lightning builder record page. Then let's say if you are using lightning communities page, that means you can deploy your lightning component in communities. And last, lightning quick action, that means you can deploy your lightning component as quick action. So for now, let's select lightning page and lightning record page, since we will be using app builder to deploy these component. So I'm selecting these two interfaces. uh, it's already there. I already have a component with this name. Let me give it one, or let me simply open that one. Okay, so there my component is. So once you click on submit, so this will be the code that you will be seeing. Let me remove everything. So this is how you will see it. Once you will click on the submit from the file, uh, create lightning command. Once you click on submit, so this is the UI that you will be seeing now. So this is normal lightning component without anything. So there is no markup inside it. So it's like a blank page. So let's say you want to include some marker in it. So you can simply type hello world here, as simple as it is. So it's like a basic HTML kind of structure. So this lightning page will be passed to HTML in the backend, and it will show hello world on the UI because nothing is defined here. So only so it will be a blank page with hello world as a title, or we can say hello world as a text in it. And you can normally use your HTML text as well. Let's say I'm going to use my paragraph tag, and let's say hello world in paragraph. And you can use your lightning component as well. So let me go to that lightning suite.app again. Let's see which component we can use here. So I'm going to use a normal lightning component called lightning formatted text. So simply copy this lightning component here from lightning component code from here and paste it in your developer console, just like this. You may want to show it in the new line, so I'm just including a br here. So what am I doing in this particular normal component? I'm writing a hello world without using HTML tags or lightning tags. Then I'm writing hello world again inside uh, HTML tags paragraph tag, and then I'm writing hello world again using lightning component, which is lightning colon formatted text. So what this particular component does, we can find out here itself. So urls and email addresses in a block of text are displayed using linkify. So everything like you will see here. So like this is the output example how you will see it. So the first line will be showing like this on the UI. So it's like normally displaying your text on the UI. So you can use that as well. So in lightning component, let's save this file. And yes, you have created your first lightning component like this, your hello world component. Now you might be wondering how to see the output. We will see that once we will cover the app builder section. That will be our next slide. So for now, just write this. If you haven't written it and if it was too fast, you can write it later on by following this particular video which will be available on YouTube. No worries about that. But for now, let me move on to the next slide. Okay, so we have done this lab exercise, but we have not seen our output yet. We have not seen how this component markup will look like on the UI. So that we will be seeing in further slide. So now throughout the session, I'm talking about the Lightning App Builder. So what is Lightning App Builder? So as the name says, you can build your own application using Lightning App Builder. And the great thing about this, you do not need to know any code. So okay, there will be developers who will be developing Lightning component and their part is done. Now your admin can use those Lightning components as per the business case or user case, and they can create a UI by themselves without even writing a single line of code. So once your component is developed by the development team, you can use it anywhere you want. You can use it on the top of the page, you can use it on the right side of the page or the bottom of the page, or you can include it inside a tab or anywhere you want. So this is the functional. So this particular feasibility is being provided by Lightning App Builder. So again, so if we go about by the definition, so the Lightning App Builder is a normal drag and drop tool, or we can say drag and drop application that allows you to create single page application for lightning experience. By single page application mean like you can uh, include multiple components. You can include hundreds of lightning component on the same page, and you can even define the criteria which components should display when. So that you can do using lightning app builder. The second thing is you can even design the lightning experience home pages using this, and you can even design your lightning experience record pages using this. And so these are the three things that you can do using lightning app builder. First is you can create record pages by mean, let's say you are viewing a account record, let's say you are viewing a custom object record. So the record pages simply have the record id. So that's what the record pages mean. So, and you can even create the home pages as well. So home pages are like your application home page. So it's not related to any particular object or record. It's like your normal home page. So you can define those as well, and then you can create a proper single page application as well using this lightning app builder. What I would say, like, you can consider it as a page layout. So like if you design your page layout in Salesforce Classic or Salesforce Lighting, you can simply drag and drop the fields that you want to see on the UI. And you can even, you can place your field at the bottom of the page, or you can place it inside any field set or anywhere you want. So similarly, the lightning app builder will give you the feasibility to do the same thing for the lighting components as well. Now, using Lightning App Builder. So this is where we will see the output of our Lightning component. So again we'll go in our org, and we will create a Lightning page using the Lightning App Builder, and then we will display this particular component over there. So if we let's say this is my org home screen, I'll simply go to setup. Then simply type app builder here in the setup menu. So you will see Lightning app builder here. Click on this one. So you will see a new button here. So that means you want to create a new Lightning page. So just click on new, and it will ask you about all those three options that we discussed. So like if you go here, so we discussed three options here. First of all, you can create a application page, you can create, second is you can create home page, and third one is you can create record page. So Lightning app builder is giving you all those three options. So let's say I want to deploy my component which I just created, this particular component, this one, on a record page. So I can select it, I can select record page here and click on next. You can give any label to this component, let's say test component with HTML tag. Then since you have selected record page there, now system will ask you on which objects record page you want to show it. So all the object, whether it is standard or custom object, will be shown here. So let's say I want to show it on the opportunity page, or maybe even on contact page. I want to show it on the contact page. So just select contact here, click next. Now these are the standard 11 UI provided by Salesforce or Lightning itself. So it will show you the layout, or what we can say, the layout outline, how your component, how your page should look like. So if you click on this like Lightning pinned header, that means you will see a header section pinned here. Let's say if you click on header and left sidebar, so this is the outline of this particular type of UI. So let's select something for us. Which one? Yeah, header and right sidebar. So a normal header will be shown on the, then a main screen, or what we can say main outline or main area of the main area of the page will be there on the middle, and on the right hand side we will see a right sidebar as well. There also we can include our components, and then we can finish it. So the same UI that you selected will be outlined here on the page. So you see it is showing add components here. So this is like your header bar. Then you can add your components on the main area as well, and there will be right hand side bar as well. So let's include some of the components here. So if you go on the left side, so this lightning app builder is giving you some standard components which are available to use on the contact record page. So there are 23 standard components that you can use here. Apart from that, you will see your custom component as well here. So let's say all the custom components which you have made available for uh, to use uh, inside record pages or to inside a home page, that will be shown here. So as we see, like this is our component which we can use. So let's say on the header section, let's simply put highlighting panel, which is a standard component. On the main section, let's simply put record detail, that because we want to see the contact detail as well. Now we will use this right hand side bar for our component. So simply drag your lightning component or drag your custom component and put it on the right hand side bar. That's it, and click on save. Now it will ask you few options, like if you want to make it available to all the users. Since you are the admin, you can make it available for all the users as well. So all the users will be seeing this particular page standard instead of the normal contact record page. So you can activate it, and then it will be asking you to make it org wide default, or maybe app level default, or maybe app level record type default. So I'm going to simply make it org wide default and save it. So now what I just did, I created my own lightning page called test component with HTML tag, and I have overwritten the standard lightning page which is supplied by the lightning component framework for contact record page. So I have overridden that particular component or that particular page. And now if I'll go back and let me view any of the contact record in my page now. uh, Let me open any contact. So let's say test contact. Okay, it's not overwritten. Yeah. So one more thing, that you will face some challenges with lightning, that sometimes once you will save your code or once you will save your component, the latest UI is not showing up on your browser screen. So what you need to do in those cases, you need to clear your cache by simply uh, tapping Control Shift and R. So you need to reload your page using Control Shift R, so that it will reset your cache. Still, if you don't see the latest code showing up on the UI, just refresh it one more time. So just refresh it 2 or 3 times and you will see the latest code here. So as you said, like now since we have changed the UI, now we are seeing our lightning component here. So it says hello world p and hello world formatted text, which we have simply uh, 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 defined in our lightning component. So this is how you will see the output, or this is how you can use lightning app builder to create your lightning pages or your uh, home pages, record pages, or any your lightning app pages as well. So I hope lightning app builder is clear, is I hope like you kind of get the idea of lightning app builder. I'm not expecting you to be an expert on this as of now, because there are lot many things that lightning app builder is does provide us, and we'll be checking those options as we'll be moving on with our sessions. But for today, this would be enough, like how to include your component on a page, on a record page. So this is how we did it, and the and your component is showing up here. You can again simply click on the gear icon and edit the page, and you can again redesign your page as per your need. So like simply again by drag and drop. So let's say uh, uh, be at the bottom of your custom component, I want to see the chatter as well. So let's say I'll simply drag chatter, which is a standard component, from there, and I'll drop it just below our custom component, and I'll save the page again and go back. Yeah. So as you see, our component is still showing up, but just below that, there's one more component is available now, which is chatter, which we have just included in our Lightning page. So this is how this one is easy to create Lightning app pages by simply drag and drop. Now, so we are done with this lab exercise as well. So let's say what is remaining for today. Okay. So so nothing is remaining for today, but I do believe we had uh, uh, how to use Chrome to test your component in Salesforce Mobile. But let's cover that for tomorrow, as we spent some good amount of time to start the session today due to some technical glitch. So let's end today's session on the Lightning app builder itself. So what so let's check it again, like what we have learned today. So we have learned how to create your what is the Lightning component framework. We have learned where to deploy your component across the Salesforce ecosystem. What are the places where you can deploy your Lightning component. Then we have learned like when to use your Lightning component and when to avoid using the Lightning component. Then we have checked like where you can see your Oaks Lightning component. So you can use seed.app to view your Oaks Lightning components. So this is the app that you can use to view all your custom or out of the box components. Then we have learned about Lightning component bundle. There are 8 files in a component bundle. We have learned the uh, definition of each and every one of them, and we have learned like where to use what. Then we have created a Lightning component by using a simple HTML tag. We even have included tags without HTML tags, and we have included one of the Lightning component as well, that is Lightning colon formatted tag. Excuse me. Then we have learned what is Lightning app builder and how to use it. This part we'll be covering tomorrow. The first thing tomorrow we'll be learning how to test your component as in Salesforce Mobile using your Google Chrome browser. So let's move ahead with the slide. So what's there now? Okay, now what should I do before next session? So what are the things that you need to do by your own? Because explaining the thing is one part, but if you do not do the hands-on by yourself, if you do not go, you will completely forget about like what is the Suite.app, what is the Lightning app builder, how to use this thing, when to use these things. So what I like you to do, just go through this video again. Once this will be available, it will be available by today evening, IST hours. But since you have attended the session, you already have good idea about what we have done today. So go in your org. First thing is enable my domain if you haven't done it. In the FAQ section, I have given the help article like how to enable the my domain. I have even given the link of creating your own developer org as well. Just open the FAQ section on sftcfacts.com, and you will see like what are the things, like how to create your developer org and how to enable my domain there. Then second thing that I want to do is create a Lightning component by yourself. Write anything in there, like maybe a hello world will do, or you know it depends on you how much code you want to do today itself, but at least create a normal hello world Lightning component so that you will be able to you get familiar about the Lightning coding. It's a normal it's a basic HTML page, or like you simply go to your developer console, create a Lightning component, and just type in hello world there, and it will do. Do not forget to include the checkboxes which I just checked before creating my Lightning component, because those two checkboxes enable your Lightning component to be deployed as record page or home page. So if you do not check those two check boxes, you cannot uh, deploy your lightning component using lightning app builder. So you must check those two check boxes. Then what I want to do, host your component in lightning page using lightning app builder. So I have hosted my component using record page. What I want you to do, you host your component as lightning homepage. You can try it out by your side, and I'm sure you can do it. You will be able to do it. If you have followed me throughout the session, you can definitely do it. Then let's say I'm sure like many of you, I'm not sure how many of you have joined today, but I have got around 700 plus interest for this session. And that is the reason I am using Hangout on Air and YouTube Live to present the session, because I'm not getting any tool out there which will allow me to present the session to these many people, and that too free. So this is the solution that I came up with. If you do have any solution for me to present the session, you are welcome to suggest your ideas. I'll definitely use that medium to present the session. But for now, I'm sure like you must be having so many questions from today's session. So do not hesitate to ask the question. I have already given you the forum link that is live on sfdcfacts.com. Create your user there, ask the question. Why I created the forum? Because if we be practical, I cannot answer the queries of 600 people at the same time, right? So this is the community that we all need to help each other. So let's say some of you are asking some questions, so maybe the rest of you are already know about those and you can answer those questions. So simply go on sfdcfacts.com and log in your forum, and do respond to other people's question as well. Do answer those question, and at the same time, if you have any question, please ask those as well. I'll try to answer as many as I can by my from my side, but I need all of you's help to to make this thing work. And the last thing is spread your knowledge and help others. You can share your knowledge with everyone, like what you have learned today you can share with your colleague. Let's say like these are the things that I learned today. You can show them how to use lightning app builder. You can show them how to create a normal lightning component. So this will encourage them as well to to learn the lightning, because believe me, lightning will be the future of Salesforce. That's what I believe, and I know it will be the future, because now sales the classic UI is kind of very outdated. It does not provide many of the functionalities which lightning UI does. So sooner or later we are going to move to lightning, so it's better that we start learning the lightning from today itself. Now the sneak peek of tomorrow, what we'll be learning tomorrow. So you will see the demo of actual application that we will be developing in our session. So I'll show you the demo of the application that we all will be developing in next 14 sessions. I'm sorry. So you will be able to see that. Then I'll give you a manage package link as well. So you can install that manage package in your org. That manage package is normally has the application that I have developed for you guys to to explain the lightning session. You can install that managed package to get yourself familiarized with the application that we are going to build. You will see how to test your lightning component in Salesforce mobile using Chrome browser as well. And you will be creating our first lightning component, a basic lightning component, not the one that we have created today, a more advanced from today, but still a basic lightning component. So that we'll be doing tomorrow, and obviously much more thing about apart from this. So this is the sneak peek for tomorrow, and I hope I'll meet you guys tomorrow. And if you have any question, please go to the SFDC Facts forum. Ask your question there. Please do not hesitate. It's very important for you to ask the question, have your question answered. Because if you do not uh, have your question answered, maybe the further session will give you a hard time to understand. So it's better that you have your question answered today itself. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just stopping the broadcast now. It was really nice to have you all here, and see you tomorrow.